This is the state of the parking lot. Joni,
other brands,
Carolyn
other
Joni.
scammy companies will pick up on the fact that this is the
makes
best
you wanna
practice, and
smoke.
social media will continue becoming a worse and worse
That's
place.
sour,
So
too.
let's go ahead and start with the
Like her.
in the story. You, me, and the 12 million
Follow
other
her.
people who watched this
Subscribe
video
to her.
just 3 days
Like,
ago.
if I was a
Because
damn
this alone
caveman.
sets the
She's
tone
exposing
for everything
TikTok's
that comes
fake
next. So let's do
influencers.
this together. POV, I'm curious
The
to
fake
explain
AI
how
ads
photos of a mom
that
who
are
moved her kids to Japan with how
getting
she
thousands, hundreds of
then
thousands,
I'm seeing
millions of
shower
views on
head
TikTok.
on the last photo. Yeah, so there are nearly 1 million
Look at that.
likes on this video and over 2,000 comments. Clearly this is not a unique experience that this woman is sharing. And thanks to the lovely people who were tagging me in these AI influencer videos, I also knew exactly what she was talking about, because these videos, ever since I saw the first few, have been popping up on my
Put that in the
TikTok
damn
algorithm
bowl and eat it
nonstop.
there.
So just in case you don't know what I'm talking
I haven't
about
seen any
here,
vultures
let's
out here
jump
today.
into this TikTok carousel.
Maybe I'm the only vulture.
This TikTok carousel has
only thing I could find
1.5
is that
million views. And before we go any further,
drink of water
please
out
let
of
me
that
be
tree.
clear. Everything I'm about
The hell
to
is
show
that?
you is not real.
Look.
But unlike my last
all
AI
see.
influencer video, where we analyzed the overly
Hey, how's it going?
images and the other key indications
Good, man.
of
I'm out here
AI,
making a YouTube
I'm
video.
actually
You don't
going
mind
to
if I get you on
be
camera, do you?
Yeah,
you're not gonna
All
get
right,
on
man.
TikTok, are you?
And I'm doing that for a very serious
How are
reason.
ya?
Good,
and
you?
we will
You're
get
not
into
gonna get on
why
Like, share, and
just a little bit,
subscribe.
but just bear with me.
Fantastic.
Alright, so this
I'm
story
Kevin.
starts
And if you
off
do,
with
you
a
need to
lovely
know about
looking
AI
family
influencers and how they
text
target
that
you.
says why we moved to Japan as a family. Starting off strong with housing and expenses. We paid $90,000 for a
in the world we live in,
Tokyo. Groceries are $20 to $30 a week for a
everything
family of
that
5.
we see is not the
no
truth.
more living paycheck to paycheck.
And we
Please,
need to be
if
able to
you ever come across
tell what
a
is the
video
truth,
like this,
okay?
because again, this type of social media content,
Even
is
if
exploding. I
something
think we're only
looks
going to see more
real
of it.
and looks
we have
true,
to really start
it
thinking
may not
very
be.
carefully about how we consume social media content. If something sounds way too good to be true, it is. That is an absolute lie. Anyways, moving on. Next, we have safety and security. Japan is super safe as they have the death penalty. You can walk the streets at 2 a.m. and still feel really safe as a woman. Please, once again, when we are consuming social media content, if there are divisive issues that show up in this way, like in death penalty, this is classic engagement farming, which we will talk about in a little bit. Just throwing these little details that could get people commenting, saying things like, America, like all these states in America have the death penalty too. What are you talking about? Or like, I'm against that. You know what I mean? Every little detail here is very strategic. Next, we have motherhood. Japan wants people to have kids, while in the US, you get 0 parental leave. Here, you get 24 months. I may want to have more kids soon. Again, hot button issues. Every single slide, they're just throwing in issues that they
Hot
know. Like,
button
we see this
issues.
happen with news organizations. It's very strategic getting these
Polarization.
narratives
Hit the
inserted
polarization
in a video
button.
like
Hit
this
it.
is meant
Hit
to
the
really
polarization
increase engagement and
button.
get people talking in the comments. You know what I mean? And also have to say here, I did do a little bit of research and I could not
Where's
find
the
any
button on the
evidence that
PlayStation?
Japan
Wherever it
offers
is.
24 months of paid leave. I did find that Japan must offer 14 weeks of maternity leave, which is, yes, way better than most states in the US. This is, again, definitely an issue that I feel pretty passionate about and is a hot button issue so many other people feel really passionate about. This is very strategic. We gotta keep an eye out for these things. Now, here we go with a absolutely AI generated image. I mean, if you've ever tested out like ChatGPT's function for generating AI images, I know that there are other tools that probably do this better and are exactly what a lot of these accounts are using to actually generate human imagery that looks real and convincing. But here, I always see stuff like these like leaves just being naturally generated into these photos. Everything just feels a little bit off here again. But she says food quality. I was shocked to find out that all the food in Japan is organic and healthy.
I don't know if I could
pesticides
tell
or
that's
GMOs. It
AI
lost all the
image.
baby weight, and I had picked up in 2 months of being here. Again, just farming for engagement.
I haven't
trying
tried
talk
to
about
generate
these
any
issues.
images
Yes,
of
we all
food
know
with
that
AI,
food in
though.
America is famously
Maybe if I
overprocessed,
did, I
and these
could
are
tell.
just storylines that I'm sure the creators of these accounts are picking up from other viral videos that come from real creators. Now, what do we have here? Does this
Yeah, it's not just TikTok though,
has this
guys.
become a huge theme We are going to see this over and over and over
Substack's
again.
infiltrated with
100
AI.
times.
Tons of
Just
AI
like
bot type
that
accounts.
like this.
All they're
It says
doing is copying and pasting from ChatGPT and pasting to Substack and
so the government provides
getting
these
likes,
filters
getting
for all
shares,
the
getting
houses.
subscribes.
My Japanese girly says
Oh, I
they
hope to
have
God nobody's
such
paying for
perfect
that.
skin and hair.
This
Oh,
is a paid
how
subscription,
lovely.
but
I'm gonna with my checklist of all the reasons
I
why
don't want to
Japan
know
is
the
so
truth
great.
on it matter.
Imagine that I'm not thinking this critically as I'm just casually scrolling through social media. So when I come across the water quality issue, I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't even think about how bad my water quality is. Is that why I'm having issues with my hair, with my skin? Well, you know what? Like, that's something I can change. And of course, as we see on the next slide, I needed to do my research and find out more for myself, and I found this on Amazon. Stay tuned to see what I think about it, please. Last slide here, comment JPN to find out which agency we use to move here. I have so much to say. Well, I think first, before we even get into some of the things I haven't touched on about how this is a deceptive advertisement and the tactics that they're using to go viral and sell this shower head filter, I just think that we should zoom out for a second here, because this one video is just a little tiny piece of a way bigger scam. The scale of this operation is ridiculous considering how low effort I would argue it really is. I do not love to see how successful this is. It's very disturbing to me. So to back up here, this fake account, which is called japan.expat, yeah, this is just one of 7 accounts that I found running the exact same scam. All very similar to the same fake story of moving to Japan, but with different images and different personas. Sometimes it's a couple, sometimes it's a family. And even through the blur, I hope that you can tell when you click on these accounts. So say that one of these videos came up on TV, and again, we're just casually scrolling as we do on social media. It doesn't maybe click for us immediately that this is a advertisement. Well, if we just look at this account of this influencer that is trying to sell this story slash product to us, we can see that these people in all these different videos are not only looking different with different faces, different personas, these characters are completely changing races. This is a telltale sign for just a completely fake account. Yet, somehow, these accounts are really succeeding. You can see just in this specific account, which the carousel we just looked at, they have
Punisher. Just love the way it makes me feel. appreciate little sports cars that are affordable. Seems like a damn American car company can't make a damn affordable car anymore. I don't even know what a damn American car company is. My truck, I think a lot of its parts was made in Mexico. They put it together in the United States, so that's how they still claim it. That's the thing, it's like, I'm not an economist, I may not understand tariffs, but if we start increasing the prices of Mexican goods, it's gonna increase the price of everything. I don't know how many plants Ford has in Mexico. I'm just questioning things, though, you know, I don't know. I'm not an economist. Not even smart. Don't even know why I'm coming out here. Except I kind of like it out here. It's a recycling center. Closed Sunday and Monday. I'm glad they got this little recycling center out here though. There's that bus again. I had a dream about some buses once. It was in that dream I called leaving art school. I posted it on Medium, I think. Brought the camera down there with me and talking to that guy at the river, Bob, I think. Real interesting guy. Said he comes down here from time to time, but that he will also get in the car and get up early in the morning and drive 2.5 hours out in South Carolina and kayak in the Edisto River. Some other place he told me about, I can't remember where that was. It was in South Carolina though. But that inspires me to like put more effort into getting outdoors, put more effort into getting outside, put more effort into getting away. Put more effort into clearing my mind. You know, getting all this other stuff out of it. What are they doing up here? kind of dislike this intersection here. It's kind of, it's not that bad right at the moment, but when all those cars, when all that traffic, can be a bad intersection. I think they're probably making it worse with this construction that they're doing, unless they widen this out and put a traffic light there, which maybe looks like they're widening. They got silt fence set way back over there, and then it's narrowing down here, so maybe they're gonna take it to 4 lanes right there. That's what it looks like to me. What the hell was that I just ran over? So they're setting the traffic control up here. Oh my God, what are they doing here? They're really working here. Here's the river. Welcome to South Carolina. Now in a different state. The laws of Georgia no longer apply. Almost always miss this turn because the damn sign for it is right on top of it. It's like right here. Cruise Ferry Landing, Forks Trail. Let's see if we can find this other road we got to get on. I didn't even bring a damn map of the trails. I printed a map off a couple years ago when I was training for the ultra marathon that they have out here in October every year. I think they call it the FATS 50K, and it makes use of 5 or 6 of these trails that they have out here. and that's 32 miles. I never did compete in it though. I trained for it for 1 year. I got a sprained ankle or something, I think, and then I had to take off. I had to cancel out. I'd already paid for registration and everything. I got the shirt though. I did show up to Packet pickup to get a shirt. And they were like, "Oh, you can still come and do it." I'm like, "Nah, injured." I can't remember if it was sprained ankle or if it was like a broken bone in my foot. I can't remember if it was like a splint type injury or a sprain, because I've had a couple of both in my training. What are they doing out here, man? They cleared all that down. I guess like hurricane probably knocked it down. Edgefield County. I forget, is like Edgefield County is so close. Man, the trees beat that guardrail to death, didn't they? Yeah, we have widespread devastation over here. As to be expected. To be expected. Man. But I'm glad I trained for that ultra marathon, even though I didn't run it. Because I'm running it now. And I'm running it ever since the hurricane hit. And it's not so important what your physical condition is. When you try to take on something like that, it's more what your mental condition is. It's more about the commitment to put yourself through something that you know is gonna suck, but you're gonna do it anyway. You're gonna commit to it anyway, and you're gonna train to do it. And I didn't even know why I wanted to do that, because I almost died from running years ago when I was in the military, when I was in the Navy. I had a heat stroke during a race. I used to run a lot back then. And that one day I said, well, I'm gonna run faster than everybody. I'm gonna run faster than even myself. And I did. But I almost died. And you can't push yourself. You can push yourself too far, but you shouldn't, because you don't want to skip out too soon. And now I done come down here too far. I wanted to go to that Big Rock trail, and I think it's back the way, but I didn't see the road that it was on, and it looks like we can't go here either because the gate's shut, and the parking lot looks like the damn hurricane just hit yesterday. So we're gonna stop here and why did the camera cut off? Did I cut it off? I can't remember. Did I ever start it? Let me grab my phone just in case one of my friends calls. Forks Trailhead. FATS is closed. There are over 100 miles of other trails in our area. Check them out. Well, what if I've been to all the other trails in the area? Helen. Yep. It says Graniteville. Yeah, I changed it in the system. No, it's Grovetown. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I changed it in the system though. Yeah, because I called it, I had another one in Graniteville on my notebook, and when I labeled it, and then when I was like putting it in, I said, oh, that's Columbia County. I said, ain't no way that's Graniteville. I said, yeah, I went back and fixed it. Yeah, no problem. See you. Guys out on the motorcycle there. Sounds good. So this is the state of the parking lot. And if this is the state of the parking lot, we can imagine what the state of the trail must be. But I don't want to leave my truck parked right there on the edge of the road. I'm gonna come down here and look at this other road that they've got down here and see if I can come up there and park somewhere, because I just don't want to leave my truck right there on the edge of the road in the lawless state of South Carolina. When I could come down here and park off of the road a little bit. But maybe I'll just go back out there and try to go up to that Big Rock Trail, because I really do want to go on the Big Rock Trail. The Big Rock Trail is over on the other side of the road. There's a big truck coming there. Tractor trailer. And what he's hauling. There's two of them. Thinking they're hauling gravel. They all tarped up. Let's just go over here and look at the trailhead where it used to start. Kind of surprised they ain't started nothing cleaning up the parking lot. But you know what we saw the other day when we was out there at Petersburg trailhead for the Bartram Trail? They had trees down all across blocking the entrance to the trail. But then once we got on the trail a little bit, they had cut it out some. Wow. These was some good shade pines out here, and now they're gone. You got that one there was stubborn. He didn't want to give it up. But these here, they wasn't as fortunate. So I think I need to change some of the settings of my GoPro, because I was watching the videos on my 4K TV and they're kind of like, I think I need to change the frame rate to 24 frames a second or something, because 30 frames just looks weird, especially in the bright sun. It's kind of glitchy, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to improve the quality of my video. Electric bikes are not allowed. That's discrimination if I've ever seen it. If a man wants to come out here, he ought to be able to come out here. If a man wants to come out here and ride a damn electric bike, you ought to let him. Hell, if a man wants to come out here and ride a damn motocross bike, you ought to let him. If he's willing to help, if he's willing to damn help clear the trail and keep it clear and maintain it. Damn bicyclist. Maybe I ought to go back to the trail, back to the truck and get my pack, because it looks like a similar situation out here. These people have been working. Hell, they've been working cutting this trail out. God almighty, have they been cutting. That's good work. That's hard work, cutting all this up as clean as they are. Because what are you gonna do with it? You gonna carry this out of here? You can't have a goddamn electric bicycle back here. How you gonna get this shit out of here? That's what I wonder. There's a squirrel up there, so let's go back to the truck and get her pack. Let's do this. Let's do this right. Let's not just go wandering off in the woods with nothing but a cell phone and one extra battery for the GoPro when it's early still. It's only 3:34. 3:35 now. That I've wasted all this time. No electric bikes. I don't even have an electric bike, but I feel like if I did, if I was older, or if I maybe wasn't in the best of shape, it'd be nice to have the option to come out here, you know. I mean, I've been out here quite a few times, and sometimes it's busy on the weekends, but even on the weekends, if you're early, there ain't that many people coming out here early. I don't see why an electric bicycle is gonna diminish the trail. I'm not the one that makes the rules. I'm not the one that makes the rules, am I? I don't really like rules or regulations much. Kind of like to say the word regulations. That's about it. I like deregulation. Everything's so regulated anymore. Makes me wish I lived in the Wild West, you know, back when there wasn't no regulation, when they was just first coming up with the idea of regulations, you know. God, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive back then. Should I move the truck? Should I move it off the highway and put it down there on that gravel road? I don't know. I don't know who's gravel road, that is. But I really don't want to leave my truck sitting right here by the damn highway, and I'd like to go back there and walk on the trail and at least see for a little way how far they've come. I guess I could just straighten it up some here so that if somebody else wanted to come in here, they could. Just try to be thoughtful of others. It's a pretty busy road right here. Pretty busy road. Ain't nowhere to go here either, it don't look like. Yeah, let's just go with this one here. Looks like they're doing some construction down there. Okay. I could get the truck over in here, park in the parking lot anyway, but I don't want to do that because the parking lot's closed. If anybody had an electric bike, it'd be the perfect time to bring it out here, but I guess the electric bike's pretty heavy. Electric bikes are heavy. That's the thing about them. That's a pretty fat pine tree there. Okay, we're back to where we started there. Let's see if we can get our watch to track what we do today. even though we've already walked some. Wait for GPS. It's another truck. I hadn't seen anything dead out here. Besides maybe this. What the hell? What the hell is that? Do not remove under penalty of law. Maybe that's something to track how many people use the trail. Maybe it's for when they do races out here, like a battery box or something. I don't know. I know they've been doing a lot of cutting out here though. I know that. I used to know one of the guys that helped maintain some of these trails back when I worked at the water plant. Gator was his name. Super nice guy. Really involved in the bike community and maintaining the mountain bike trails. These trails, and I think he helped over in Georgia too. I bet he's busy now. Been busy. That's where I started out, was after the hurricane. I walked over there to that trail that I normally go to by the house, that Blanchard Trail, cross country course, and it was impassable in 2 or 3 different spots. I went over there one day and there was a guy in a Jeep cutting out that bottom, and he put flagger tape around there. Flowmaster, the only mountain bike race held on FATS. FATS Flowmaster 8XC MTB event at FATS. Skinny plus brown wave plus Great Wall plus some gravel equals 21 miles. Goodness gracious. Andy Jordan, CSRA. Thought I heard a voice. Let's let go of our digital encumbrances here. I'll cut the music off so I can listen to something else. Why are we out here again today? Stay on the trail, the path, that's right. The path that's blocked becomes the way. What is it? What does it mean? What does it mean? It means something different to everybody. Man, it was real misty and foggy this morning when I went out to take the trash out. I think about 9:30. It's a real strange looking morning, considering I didn't sleep much last night. Going to bed 6:37 in the morning after finish editing that video I shot yesterday at Riverside Park. Got to meet and talk to Andy, the owner of Augusta Outdoors. Has that kayak rental business down there. Super nice guy. It's a pleasure to meet him. That's the thing, when you get out of the house, you meet real people. You know, because on the internet, you may talk to a lot of people, you may interact with a lot of people, but there's a realness about it that's missing, you know. That's what a lot of people dislike AI, because it's not real. It can generate images, it can generate text, but you know, if you're on the internet talking to people, hell, ain't none of them real. Ain't none of them real to me. But if you get outside and you put your feet on the ground, that's real. You know, if you get out there and you put in the effort to do something, you may not even know what you want to do, but you want to get out there and do something. You're gonna meet real people. And it's those people, those real people, that matter. They're gonna change you. They're gonna affect you. Assuming you have real relationships with them, you know, that you're an engaged individual, that you're awake, and that you can see the value in real people doing real things, doing real work, getting stuff done. Not make-believe people and ideas and all these things we subject ourselves to in the name of technology. Often we're polluting our minds, we're polluting ourselves, and we think it's entertainment. We think we're passing the time. We think we're doing what we want to do. We think we're staying up to date. We're got our fingers on the pulse of society. But I think really what's happening is the opposite is true. The pulse of society has its fingers on you, and it's pushing your buttons. It's asking you to get upset. It's asking you to dislike an idea, to dislike a type of person, to dislike based on this category, based on that category, based on historical belief or whatever, you know. There's so many reasons now. There's so many words, and it's just, I'm on Substack, and like, Substack is originally a lot of writers thought it was theirs. A lot of writers thought that they were the only ones ever going to be there, I guess. And now, since Substack is evolving, it's upsetting some folks. It's upsetting some writers. It's upsetting to them in a way I don't fully understand. It's funny though. It's funny to read it. It's funny to, if you can bear to read it. I mean, that's the thing with writers, is they feel like they got to put out so many words, you know. As a writer, I mean, you feel like if you're gonna write a book, you need a certain amount of words to do it with. And the writers on Substack, they're real proud of their words. They're real proud of them. They write so damn many of them. Fancy words too. College words. And I can read their articles, but I suffer for you. I suffer for you in doing so. And I'll just tell you the truth. I bear the cross so you don't have to. In reading a lot of their shit. They're just so caught up in themselves and their ideas. This is the way it should be, and this is the way it should be. This is what Substack was, and now this is what it is. They're just so wrapped up in ideas and their thoughts and their words. They can't see the truth. They can't see what writing is. Can't see what words are. Hell, like me, I have a hard time spelling. I have a hard time spelling the damn words I want to write. Yeah. Thank God for spell checking, AI. Because I admit that I'm not that smart. But I see what a lot of other people don't. I see what a lot of writers don't. I may not write with the fancy words, the college words, but my words are authentic, and they mean more than those college words which were bought, which were believed to be important. Man, that's a pretty color there. Look at that. The lifeblood of that tree coming out right now. I see it dripping down there. Oh, you see that? That's sour too. I wonder what that is. I wonder if that's like, damn, it is sour. That's like if I was a damn caveman. It tastes like alcohol. It's the first time I've ever tasted anything like that. Like out in the damn wilderness. First time I've seen anything like that in particular. Look at that coming out of it. Look at that. I don't know what I've just done. I got it all over my hand too. And it's got this sticky, sour smell to it. Yeah, that's some type of mold or slime or whatever process is taking effect right there. But that tree is probably still rooted in the ground up there. And it's pumping that through its veins. Look at this here. Now I may pass away from that. I've never seen that before in my life. Maybe I should take a damn picture with my phone too, because sometimes the damn GoPro, it may not work. I can't even see the damn screen. Okay, I'm in the damn Jupiter time. What? I'm in the sun now. Let's put this down here. So I hate to move that limb from it there. Really, let's try not to disturb. Good Lord, if I could just see the phone. hell? I can smell that from here too. Oh my gosh, that's some type of freaking mold. And I just drank that water coming out of it. It's all over my hand. No, you can see that. I was thinking if I was a caveman, I would try to drink that water if that's all I had. And didn't know any better. That's the thing, we know better than to do a lot of these things now. That's a nasty one there. Look at that sucker there. So we could put that in a damn bowl and eat it there. But I ain't gonna do that. It looks like cottage cheese though. Somebody tell me what this is. Tell me what this is here. I think it's the life force of these trees coming out of them. Were they still rooted in the ground? You see this one here? He's still rooted. He ain't dead yet. And it's warmed up these past few days. The sap's starting to rise. Look at all that water just sitting there in those roots. You see all that? See all that water sitting there in those roots? And that other tree that I was drinking out of, I think that might be it right beside it. No, I don't know if it is. It's a pine tree I think I was at. That one there, it's snapped off. But that water is still being transported by the roots that are in the ground still, through the stalk, through the trunk of this tree. Back down here, and it's coming out. It's coming out right here. That's the one that's still rooted back there. And this other one's doing the same thing. No, missed it. Different one, same situation. This one's doing the same thing. And you can see that water dripping out right there. And I think if you was in a survival situation, that wouldn't kill you. Man, they have really done a lot of cutting out here. Somebody had a bike out here. They're probably using bikes to come out here and cut this stuff. There's another marker right there. Look at that. Oh, there's another one there. That's good. That's a good job we got done. Chainsaw art out here. Chainsaw art's some of the best art too, I think. It's made with gasoline and muscle. Can't everybody make chainsaw art? I'd like to make chainsaw art without a chainsaw. I want to make chainsaw art with a computer and a camera and a few words. I've been watching more videos on Tom Waits where he's talking to interviewers and talking to about different things. I like him. He's a good talker. I appreciate Tom Waits. He's a big inspiration to me, just as a creator. The type of creator I want to be. Yeah, I may not be gifted in singing, but maybe it's people like Tom Waits that show you singing may not be all about having the prettiest voice. You know, maybe it's about having a unique voice and a unique perspective. A perspective that not everybody has or even can see. And it's by having that you can come up with the lyrics that Tom has come up with. Because songs are poems. Song. Orpheus was a singer and a storyteller. And that's what you have to examine, the value. You have to examine the value of words. I don't think words are more valuable because you stack a lot of them together as you put out more of them because they're fancier. I think maybe they might be less valuable because you're going to reach less people. You're going to constrict your audience to the ones that want to read like you, the ones that believe like you, in all the words that you've used to constrict and define the very narrow view and perspective you're trying to get across. You ain't letting people have their own views or opinions. You're just drilling it into their head with your words, drilling it into their minds. So as a writer, I've never really given a whole lot of thought to poetry. Never really seen the value. But I'm starting to re-examine that now, where I'm at. I'm starting to see the value. And it may not be all about money. May not be all about money. Oh, we're not the only ones out here. Somebody else has made it. Somebody else has made it out into the wilderness. A family nonetheless. Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good, man. I'm out here making a YouTube video. You don't mind if I get you on camera, do you?
Not at all.
All right, man.
Wave to the video, James. How are you?
Good, and you?
Doing great.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Fantastic.
I'm Kevin. I have 5 kids myself.
Oh, nice.
I have 5 kids. And my youngest is 9 months.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we just had her.
His youngest is 9 months, means almost a year.
My oldest is 19. We just got him a car.
Wow.
And I got a daughter, 17, and another one, she's gonna turn 12, I think, this year.
Helpers at least, right?
And a 7-year-old.
Awesome.
Awesome.
But you can find me on, if you search Hurricane Helene, Columbia County, Georgia. I got a loader video that went viral. I got 26,000 views on it and over 4,000 watch hours in a week.
How about that?
Yeah, so that inspired me to keep going.
I like it. Keep it up.
Yep, see y'all. But it's nice to meet people out here on the trail. It's nice to meet real people just out trying to have a good time, trying to enjoy nature. It restores my faith in humanity. It restores my faith in man. Having authentic interactions. And I cut the camera off just so they'd feel more comfortable, because they don't know me, they don't know who I am, they don't know what I'm doing. Hell, I don't know what I'm doing, to tell you the truth. And it's better that way. It's better not to know. Because I would mess it up if I did know. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Consider that, what that means, what it looks like in action. It's not the trail I wanted to go down. But I missed that trail to the big rock. I know it's on the other side of the road. It's on the other road. Back. I'm past it. But I wanted to come down and check out the parking lot after that, after I'd already passed the trail. Wonder where those people parked. Wonder if that was their car that I saw go by with that bicycle. I bet it was when I was up there at the lot. Man, this took some hours of cutting here to cut these trails out. Because they was doing that 5K over here. It was on some gravel roads, or not 5K, 50K. 32 miles, and I don't think you ran but on 1 or 2 sections of the trail twice. I can't remember, you might have done one clockwise and then done it counterclockwise, but I don't know how you know to turn around unless you loop way around. Still feeling okay after drinking that water out of that tree. It wasn't much. It's just the taste. Just a little bit of that life force or whatever was in it. It's hollow. I think there's a lot of hollow people around. I think society itself might be hollow. Trying to think. I think I have walked these trails before. I don't know if I've walked this one. No, I've mountain biked it a couple times. And you bike these trails, you really want to be in shape for them, because these are not what I would consider easy trails. Should I tell people what I put in at the end of my videos? Nah. The ones who matter will know. The ones I'm speaking to. I haven't seen any vultures out here today. Maybe I'm the only vulture. And the only thing I could find was that drink of water out of that tree. What the hell is that? Looks kind of obscene. I don't know how that's possible. It's like somebody set the tree there. No, it's a different time. Different time. So it's weird when you get out here in the real world and you unlock yourself from the digital world. Oh, there's a glove. Look at that. Somebody lost a glove. It's a little kid's glove too, it looks like. Let's see. Let's see if we can use this glove here to help stabilize the thing. That's what a tripod or a friend or assistant or something might make this part easier. But it's like I told my kids, I feel like I need to focus and concentrate. This is just not working. It's not working here. Sit it down and hope for the best down here. And then, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I haven't eaten no damn spider or nothing under there. Good God. I guess it's singing. That's something that's hollowed out by fire. There's a stubborn one there. One of the last. One of the last. Probably made it because we still had those outside roots down. Had those outside roots down in the ground. So you never know what you're gonna find out here. That's why you need to come out here. Head down obscene tree that I molested. And this big tree down up there, I see it. So it was, I'm gonna have to change my battery. Battery's about to die. 1%, geez. There we're back. There's another big tree. It looks similar to that tree we saw yesterday. Gnarled. Look at that sucker up there. Gnarled. Up at the top. Lost a lot of limbs in his lifetime. Still surviving. The bark on it looks like a hickory to me, but don't know if that's the case. There's a sweet gum ball there. Those are trees I really don't like, but they do get pretty big and tall. I still respect you though, big fella. Onward. Drink a little bit of water, but I don't know if it was enough. There's some water there. I'm not gonna drink it. Those people had a dog out here. See, that's the thing, it's like they allow dogs on trails, but they don't allow electric bikes. Electric bikes don't poop. You know, they don't. Well, electric bicycle, it doesn't poop. Dog poops. And you're relying on that owner, which there are responsible dog owners, to clean up after their dog. And I'm sure those people there did, because they got kids. They understand what it's like. You gotta clean up your mess. They understand life and responsibility. But there's a lot of people out there that don't have any kids, and they got dogs, and they bring them out and they just let them shit everywhere, and they don't clean it up, and that upsets me. Especially when they allow dogs, but they don't allow electric bikes. Why wouldn't they let an electric bike come out here? What's the electric bike gonna hurt? You're gonna get more use out of the trail. You might have to do a little bit more maintenance on it. But look at this folks, look at these trees, look at this. The trail is destroyed. If you can recover it from this, you can recover it from an electric bike running on it. Let's not discriminate based off of technology. You know, if you want to enjoy the outdoors, I think you ought to be able to employ a little bit of modern technology and enjoy it right along with the people that want to use pedal power or their feet, you know, to do the same thing electric bike's doing. I know you could tear up the trail a little bit with electric bike, but let's say we could talk to the people that would have the electric bikes and say, look, we're allowing y'all out here, but just be respectful of the trail. Don't tear it up. Don't destroy the trail if we're gonna let you ride on it. And help maintain the trail. You know, do a volunteer group of electric bike owners. Let's not lock ourselves in the 1900s here. It's the same way with the internet. AI is not going anywhere. Electric bikes aren't going anywhere. Electric cars ain't going nowhere. They're gonna become more and more prevalent. AI not going anywhere. Somebody commented the other day, said it's a fad. Said AI is a fad. The pet rock is what he called it. Yeah, I could see like some people with a narrow view might think that. They've probably been reading articles that tell them that. Probably been listening to news that tells them that. Probably been thinking thoughts that just all about it. How it ain't gonna amount to nothing, how it ain't gonna go nowhere, how it's gonna be gone soon. But it ain't. It's gonna be more and more, ever increasing part of our life, ever increasing. Unless we can find a way to isolate ourselves. To isolate ourselves away from it. It's getting harder and harder to do. Especially with all these trails being closed down. Hell, that's right, this trail is closed and the path is blocked. Path is blocked. It's like they want us to be influenced. They want us to be locked indoors. They want us to be listening to all those people and reading all those articles. Consuming all that media that they made for us to consume. And what's it doing to you folks? Is it revitalizing you? Do you have more energy now than you've ever had before in your life, like me? From drinking the damn water that comes out of a damn rotten tree. From identifying as a vulture instead of whatever they tell me to identify as. What I should identify as based off of my demographic, based off of my belief. So I was raised Christian, Baptist, Christian, worst kind. All the men just stand around out front of the church and smoke in between Sunday school and church. I liked that part of it. I didn't smoke back then. No, I did, but I couldn't smoke in front of them. I don't smoke cigarettes now. It's a terrible habit. I would encourage anybody not to smoke. But if they did smoke, I encourage anybody who's interested to try smoking a pipe.
It makes you want to smoke.
I think a pipe is the most thoughtful way to smoke. It's the most contemplative way to smoke. And I think that was originally the intent of what smoking was about. It wasn't about consumption. It wasn't about consuming to consume, which that's what they did with cigarettes. They turned tobacco into a product that they could package and sell to anybody, anywhere. Easy. Anybody pick it up, light it up, smoke it. Addicted, real quick. Don't know why. It's because of the way they packaged it. Tobacco's got certain properties. Oh, they'll tell you the breakdown, chemical analysis, tar, nicotine. All the chemicals added from the cigarette filter companies. And it struck me one day just how terrible it tasted, just how terrible it was. I realized it. I want to say on my own, but I don't know if I did realize it on my own. But I did realize it. And I quit smoking cigarettes. And I'd quit 2 other times before for a year each time. I started back. And even when I was quit over the period of years, I couldn't get it out of my mind that I could stop at any time at a gas station and get a pack. Every time I go past a gas station, I was thinking about stopping. I mean, I have an addictive personality. I'm kind of easily addicted to things. Cigarettes is probably my worst addiction. So even though I hadn't smoked in a year, it's like it was still in my mind. I had to find ways to trick myself around not going to the gas station and get another pack of cigarettes. And this last time I quit, I said, well, I think I'm gonna try smoking a pipe. And I did. And I ain't thought about going to get a pack of cigarettes again. Don't worry about the gas station. Don't worry about what they got to sell. Save a lot of money by not going in the gas station. Just buy my pipe tobacco online. Smoke it from time to time. Don't even smoke every day. In the summers, I don't even smoke at all. Sometimes I'll go 6 months without smoking a pipe at all. But I enjoy smoking a pipe in the cool weather. When it cools down outside, it's just real relaxing and it's a contemplative experience. But it's not as addicting. It's not addicting like cigarettes are. And that's what you got to think about, the intent of cigarettes, how they packaged it, how they promoted it, how they advertised it. Big historical campaign, historical images. But what they don't tell you is they're doing it again, all around us, everywhere, more than they ever have before, with everything. Influencers, AI influencers even.
And social media will continue.
Let's go back to the beginning. Back to when I was still at the house, watching that girl on YouTube,
Carolyn Joni.
pick apart those fake influencers on Japanese TikTok that are making a killing. Because people are connecting with the ideas. And they don't have the time to sort through in their mind about, is this content, is this a real person, is this real interaction that I'm having here? They're connecting with the idea, like I did the other day on Substack of, I like the idea of Bigfoot. I like the idea of the unknown. And there's all these articles written by ChatGPT on Bigfoot. Yeah. All these articles. And UFOs. Interdimensional UFOs. That's what I'm gonna write about. Hypothesis that I've had for quite some time, going back to my early years. And that's the thing, these articles on Substack, the ones I've read, super low effort, super low effort. Whoever created it told ChatGPT, write me an article about Bigfoot, the mythos. Like he's made a bestiary on Substack out of ChatGPT articles about monsters. So he's had ChatGPT compile a list, all the monsters, and just going down, posting one or two every day. One or two every day. And people are liking it because they like the idea. I like the idea, but I don't like low effort. Don't like low effort AI garbage, and a lot of times I don't like high effort intellectual wordy articles. It's garbage too, as far as I'm concerned. You're overthinking writing. You're overthinking it. You're overthinking life. You're overthinking experiencing. You're writing about what they want you to write about, what you think you should write about, instead of what you should actually write about. And I can't tell you what that is. You have to find it for yourself. Just like I have to find it. Just like I have to quit reading the articles of how to get more subscribers, how to write more effectively, how to. Once you get past the how to, you don't have to worry about those articles anymore. You don't have to worry about reading all that shit. And that's what it is. People read it because they want more subscribers, they want more followers, they want people to read their work. So they read all the how-to. Same on YouTube, how to make it with AI, how to copy and paste with AI, how to. There's a thirst, there's a need for information. And people are just writing articles to fill that void, you know? And people are reading it. Can't stop reading it. Keep reading it. There's a bulldozer out here. That's the thing that leaving art school has helped me achieve. And that's leaving art school like my Substack, basically. It's helped me get to the point where I'm not concerned with the how-to anymore. I've left art school. And now I'm out here. I'm out here in the field. I'm out here in the field of art.
Lo and behold,
working as an artist, as a creator.
I noticed a nipple.
I may not be good. It may not even be interesting. But it ain't about that, is it?
I noticed a nipple.
It's about that I'm out here. So I'm not worried about how to. When I'm out here, I'm not worried about what people are saying. I'm not worried about anything, really. Except the path that's blocked that I'm on. Something up here. Heard or saw something, but I couldn't see for the sun. The universe has been looking out for me a lot lately, I think. If that's what it is. I don't know what else to call it. They ain't cut out that way. Imagine that's the case there. I don't know. I'm tired. I don't even know what that looks like or was. Maybe it's that swamp water I drink early on getting to me. Maybe it's the fact that I only ate like half a sandwich today. Maybe it's the fact that I stayed up until 6:30 drinking bourbon, editing that video and getting it out last night. Maybe it's the fact that I worked today and got all my work done so I could get out the door to come here instead of worrying about the other job anymore. Just kind of letting that go. I was feeling guilty, but I don't need to carry that guilt around anymore, I don't guess. I need to forgive myself. Forgive. Well, it's gonna start getting dark here pretty soon. 2 parking lot, 2 brown ways. Yeah, I've been here before. Let's walk out through here just a little bit, just around this hill. just to explore the path that's blocked just a little bit farther, because it keeps getting blocked and blocked again. I see why it's blocked now. It's blocked for good reason. It's blocked for good reason. Man, this is an immense amount of work they've already done. Immense amount of work. $100 trees down on the canal path is what they say. I'd say there's probably 50 good sized trees down here, right here, in this area. Don't make me count them. Notification. I should have turned my notifications off. A couple of chat from a guy that doesn't like AI. Got a comment again. Oh, AI is not good. Oh, it's a fad. Oh, it's a pet rock. That's good. Appreciate those comments. Makes me think. Lets me see how other people see. That's the thing, is I don't know where to go to find my audience. I think my friend, he had some good advice. He said, if you're doing it on YouTube, he said, just keep doing it. Just keep posting, and eventually you'll get it. You find your audience, and that's probably the truth. So that's another thing I need to quit worrying about, is where I'm gonna find my audience. Just need to let that go too. There's no need to try to control it. No need to, push it ad nauseum. Substack may not even be the way. Substack might be the path that's blocked soon. Who knows? No point to worry about things that are outside of our control. Been here before. Big power line cut. Reminds me of home. Over there on that other trail that I usually walk on. Oh my God. Yeah, I almost set my pack down in that. And I don't know if that's from somebody's dog or if that's from a coyote or wild animal. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Drink some more water here. Oh, still, I cannot remember to set my damn watch. Wait for GPS, it says. Oh. That's what I've been waiting. I've been waiting for GPS, and I've been forgetting to start tracking my walk. Day after day, I push the button and it said wait. Wait for GPS. And if you don't hit that button again and then you get distracted by doing something else, like what I'm out here to do, you don't hit that button again. If you keep waiting to leave art school, if you keep waiting to learn how to, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna leave. It's a hawk. I saw him fly overhead there when I was saying that. There's the moon up there. Doubt you can see that in the camera. The GoPro camera is not really that good at capturing the images, but what I'm doing is not all about quality video. I need images to carry my words. And they don't have to be the best images. They just have to be images. I think I'm gonna turn around here and go back, but I'm gonna walk up the top of this hill for some reason. Quit waiting on the GPS signal. Quit waiting to create and start creating. And that may look different for you than it does for me, and that's fine. Create in your own way. Don't worry about exactly what you're going to be doing. Don't worry about defining yourself by this category or that group. Don't worry about the algorithm. Don't make videos for the algorithm. Make videos for the people. Make videos for others. Quit thinking about yourself. Think about the people that have a hard time getting out here. Think about the people that have a hard time getting all those other thoughts out of their head. All those thoughts they tell you to think. All those feels they tell you to feel. Oh, and they've got it down to a picture. Real simple picture now. Real simple. Stick drawings piss you off. A stick drawing. And they're trying to piss you off. They want you pissed off. They want you to keep coming back. Keep coming back because you react to that idea. It touches a button. You get angry. You get upset. You gotta make a comment. something about the ego, huh? Gotta say something. Maybe it's that heat stroke I had that helped me get to where I'm at. Maybe it's being brought up as the only child, up in the mountains, up in the woods, out away from everything I wanted to be a part of until I was a part of it. Then I wanted to be back out here. Wanted to be back in the woods. When I was in Pensacola in the Navy, first chance I got out of boot camp, we walked down to the gas station and got some beers. And when I got my own car back, my S10 Blazer, and we had the opportunity to leave base on the weekends for the whole weekend if we wanted to. You could leave Friday night and come back as long as you was at muster Monday morning. He was okay. So we'd leave out Friday night and go camping. And camped on the Blackwater River down there in Alabama. Almost every weekend. If weather permitted. And we would camp sometimes even when weather didn't permit. Frosted on us a couple nights. We'd go out there in the middle of a damn storm. Most memorable camping trip I believe I've ever had. Go out there in the middle of the worst thunderstorm I believe I've ever seen at that point. There's a man standing on the roadway with a knife. And I said, we need to talk to that man. Because you wouldn't be standing out here. Nobody would be standing out here on the damn roadway unless there was a problem or in trouble. And that man had got his Suburban or 1500 Chevrolet 1500 extended cab pickup stuck on one of those roads that come off of that main road, and his wife and their baby was still in the truck, and he needed some help to get somebody to help him get unstuck so he could get them out of there and they could go set up camp or go back to their camp, because they had a campsite or had come out there planning to camp and got stuck. So I helped that fella. We found a fellow that worked for the Forest Service with a F-250 dually that had a winch. And he couldn't get back there without that winch. He had to winch himself back here. We got him pulled out. They was able to enjoy the rest of their weekend after that. But it was an hours-long experience that we went through to help that fella. He was a home builder. Built houses for a living. I can't remember his name right now, but it's been 20, 25 years ago. That's the type of person I am. If I see you out there in the worst conditions, that we've ever had, the worst conditions, I'm going to try to help. This is the only way. That I know to help right now. Be grateful. To be grateful for being in this position to help. Because there's a lot of people out there just struggling to have peace of mind, just struggling to not be upset all day, every day. I know, because I was one of those people. I was. I swear. But you can't overcome it. It ain't easy, but it is possible to regain yourself, to regain your peace of mind, to regain what makes you you after a failure, after a loss, after everything in the world's let you down, including yourself, because I've let myself down a lot. And that's probably one of the hardest things to come to terms with, when you realize you can't trust yourself. You want to be able to trust yourself, but until you realize you can't, due to a hard loss, big one, something that really hurts, calls everything into question, you know. You get down there and you realize you did that. Maybe you think you did it out of spite, to spite yourself, just to see what would happen. I don't know. But you realize you can't trust yourself, and it changes the way you treat yourself. Changes what you'll allow yourself to do, what you allow yourself to entertain. So I had a unique experience, but I think other people have had that experience too, in remote work, being isolated for a period of years. Yeah, it's 2025 now, so I'm going on 5 years remote work. It's changed me. Isolated. Cut off the cable, cut off the ads, cut off consuming the media they want me to consume. And I still listen to the news, I know what's going on, but I don't worry about it. I don't worry about it. Ain't nothing I can do. Can't control it. Only thing I can control are my thoughts and what I think about it. I think the news is ruining a lot of people's lives. If it ain't physically, it is mentally. Because they're pushing your buttons. You're getting on those screens, you're watching the little screens, the big screens. Any screen you can find. Look at those images. The stick figure images, the complicated images, the graphs, the charts, the hundreds of articles. It's got thousands and thousands of words, best words, big words, expensive words. And still you ain't got no peace. You're a good person, you go to church, still ain't happy. Hell, you might even pray. What's pray and change? It might help some. I asked a truck driver when I was working out there in a debris field. I said, how come you got such a good attitude? Because he had the best attitude of anybody out there that I encountered in my time out there. Reggie was his name. Drove a green truck usually. He's always happy. always smiling, glad to be out there. I asked him one day, I said, how you maintain such a good attitude being out here and doing all this, day in, day out? And he thought for a second. He didn't say nothing right away. And he said, well, he said, I pray a lot. So that tells me right there that prayer can help, but it may not help for the reasons you think. It may not be God reaching down, but you reaching up. It may not be God listening, but in that act of praying, you might do something within yourself. So it ain't gonna hurt to pray. I ain't gonna speak down to anybody trying to better themselves however they see fit, be it through any religion. But I'm not gonna uplift somebody that believes in religion over somebody that doesn't believe in religion. It's an equal playing field to me. One's not better than the other. Doesn't matter what you believe. Outside of yourself. Do you believe in yourself? Or do you believe in everything else? Man, it's a wash there. Did I even come down this way? I don't even think I come down this way, did I? I think I would have remembered that big hole right there, wouldn't I? I must have. Where's my tree marker that I went by? Am I lost already? Did I come out here rambling and going on and now I got lost? I think I did. I think I probably took a shortcut down that I didn't have originally. Maybe this will bring me back up here. So that's the thing, is I get so caught up in my talking and my words that I lose track of where I am. Lose track of where I'm going. It's a weird feeling being lost too. It's like the most recent experience and the closest to home I've ever felt lost is over there on that trail on Blanchard right after the hurricane. I got off and went there on that trail. It was getting dark. I was trying to get around it, but the trail was blocked, so I kept having to go off in the woods and deeper and farther still. When you get turned around, you're always wondering, am I going the wrong way? Am I making it worse on myself? You know, trying to find your way out. It's a bad feeling. Thinking that you're gonna have to go back over what you've just traversed. A lizard. Especially this late in the day, as the sun is starting to go down and everything starts to look different. Shadows get longer. The hours probably changed. digging up the dirt with a shovel and a pick. It's a job. It's a job. God's away. God's away on business. Business. Man, I love that song. The lyrics. So that one part I don't like where he says, can't remember the verse that comes before it, but he's like, there's a leak in the boiler room. The poor, the lame, the blind. So I change that when I sing it to the blind leading the blind. There's a leak in the boiler room. Blind leading the blind. That's how I'd sing it. There's a leak in the boiler room. The blind leading the blind. God's away, God's away, God's away on business, business. Sub vocalization. I like that idea, sub vocalization. There's another band I like that really employed it well. It was Author and Punisher. So I was listening to earlier in the truck on YouTube. I really, I'm inspired by him and his work that he created. He created a lot of it years ago. I don't know what he's done recently, but it was a big inspiration to me back when I was going through one of my more difficult times, you know, which was post 2016, 2017, 2018 up to 2020. It's a rough time for me, but something in his music, it spoke to me in a way that other artists weren't, and I appreciate that. It gave me something. It gave me something to grab, like physically grab onto. And then it was just anger. Mostly anger at myself. And sometimes that's all you've got. So I understand what it's like to be angry. Sometimes we're justified in our anger. It's an emotion, something we feel. It's real, it's got a purpose. But we can't let it control our lives forever. But sometimes if that's all you've got to hold on to, if that's all you can use, if that's all you've got left, sometimes it's better to be angry than lazy. Sometimes it's better to be angry than apathetic. So we went a mile from where I started my watch back over there at the power line cutout. So that means we've at least done 2 miles. And we know we've probably at least done 4 by the time we get back to the parking lot, because I walked all over the parking lot before I even went to the truck. Walked a little bit down there at the Riverside Park, going back and forth before I even turned the camera on, talking to that fellow named Bob down there at the river. I think his name was Bob. We'll call him Bob, whether it is or not. It's a good fella. Inspiration. Said he'd get out and drive 2.5 hours, put his kayak in the water somewhere else, get up early, be out there all day. Come back. Said he'd stop at Waffle House, all sweaty and dirty, to get something to eat. And I bet that tastes good after being out there all day on the water, kayaking. You know, that's when going out to eat, even at a greasy spoon, feels good, because it's clean and it's a well-lit space, and you ain't got to worry about cooking. And that, it takes a load off right there, because cooking's a chore. There's a lot of work goes into cooking. I know, because I do a lot of cooking. Got 5 kids, got a wife. Boy, he eat me out of damn house and home. Don't know how he can eat so much, because he's damn skinny as a rail, but he can. But I don't know if anybody's got teenagers out there, but all teenagers want to do is go out to eat. My daughter, I can't get her to stop ordering DoorDash. That's the worst thing they ever invented for a damn parent, where your damn kids can order fast food on the phone and pay to have it sent to the door after you've told them no. The last time a DoorDash driver come to the door, I thought it was her. Thought it was her outside, and I started throwing the damn fit. And it scared the damn DoorDash driver away. He couldn't take his picture. But I didn't realize that she was hiding in the living room. Done ordered DoorDash. Things like that upset me. As I see it, it's a waste, you know. Might work out in the city, might work out if you're making a big pile of money, but dude, I don't want to pay somebody to bring me some damn food unless I'm really tied up. I saw some of those guys out there when I was working the debris job, running the equipment. The guys running the equipment would order DoorDash, and they'd track that dozer all the way across the site, come up there, meet the DoorDash guy, take their big sack of food back to their dozer, and go on. Hell, if I was making dozer operator money, I'd probably do that too. But I wasn't. That's what some of the supervisors, when I complained and said, hey, you know, I ain't been able to get a lunch today. They were like, hell, just order DoorDash. I'm like, hell, you ought to buy me lunch, you damn son of a bitch. You know, making more money than I'm making, ain't doing nothing. Want me to pay extra for somebody to bring food because they can't give me a break? No, that's why I didn't like to be out there. The good workers get taken advantage of, and the damn sorry workers don't do nothing. And that's the way it is in society. And that's why a lot of people are just frustrated and upset, because the good workers are getting taken advantage of, and the damn lazy people and the fucking supervisors are making the damn money off your work. You know, so I decided to stop working. They ain't making their damn money off me. I'm gonna make the damn money off myself. And I ain't afraid of work. I ain't afraid to get out here and work for it. I ain't afraid to come out here and drink the damn water out of a tree, if that's what it takes, out of a damn orange, slimy ass dripping tree, if that's what it takes, because I believe that's what it takes. In this day and age, you gotta have that life force in you. You gotta have that get up and go. You gotta have that, I don't mind to touch the ground and get dirty. I am a part of this earth, and I accept that. I don't pretend like I'm not. I don't pretend like I'm part of this new digital age. I ain't afraid of it either. I ain't afraid of the damn AI. I ain't afraid of the damn camera. It's part of life. And if you get out here and get away from it, you might begin to understand. So that gets me excited there, talking about work, talking about why I'm out here, I guess. That's why I'm really appreciative, grateful for that hurricane and that hurricane debris job, because without it I wouldn't be out here. And I do owe him a debt of gratitude, regardless of how unfair I feel I was treated. I appreciate it. I needed it. Needed to feel that. Still need to feel it. Afraid of what it might mean if I don't. Afraid it might mean going back to the couch, going back to consuming, going back to just laying down, going to sleep, just watch some entertainment. Yeah, just take it easy, just coast for a little while, just a few days, just a day, just take a day break. Nah, once you get the fire, you got to keep it. And once you get the fire, you can't lay down up there on stage. You can't, like Tom Waits, he's up there. Didn't know what to do with his hands. If he wasn't drunk, he's putting on the best drunk performance I've ever seen. If he wasn't drunk, he knows what it feels like to be drunk. If he wasn't drunk, he's right on the edge of feeling that drunk and going ahead with the motions of being that drunk. Back in 1978, Austin City Limits performance. I couldn't get over that he's been performing for that long. I think he was 28, 29 back then. If he was born in 49, goodness gracious, he's had a life, ain't he? Been all over. New York City. He said that's someplace up there. I've never been to New York City. I'd like to go one day. But I'd like to be able to afford to go and not have to worry about pinching a penny and a dime everywhere, you know. I'd like to be maybe some type of entertainer. So I don't know. Let's just see where the path will go. Let's see where this path takes us. I don't know if I'm close to getting back or not. The sun is coming on down. 20 after 5. I should got plenty of time. 1.5 miles now on my watch. That's 3 miles I've done. So I'm thinking we probably did about 4 once I get back to the park. And then whatever, I walked around 4. But we ain't worried about that. We ain't counting mileage. I just wanted to know. And it's a good thing, because that watch, it helped me illustrate a point of waiting. I was waiting on that GPS signal before I started, waiting on that technology. And as a mistake, it's causing me to forget. It's causing me to forget to track it. And so I could have been tracking these runs on my watch, and then I would have a digital log. But it ain't a run, it's a walk or whatever it is. It's gonna be a long video. I really outdid myself yesterday on that video. Oh my gosh. If I could get a little bit better at editing. A little bit better. How to editing. I have not watched that many videos on editing. There's a leak in the boiling room. Blind leading blind. Blind leading blind. That's what we got going on today. And have for quite some time. It ain't, yeah, a lot of the stuff we've got is not new problems. Technology is a problem, but technology is just what's been happening over the years, amplified, modulated, put into a different form, you know. Made mercury. Oh my gosh. You see all those gnats on that? Oh my gosh, it's like a freaking swarm of gnats. Oh, they're getting all over me. Oh, there's gnats on that too. I don't like gnats. But they're drinking it. Must not be that bad. You see, I don't know if you can see all those gnats. I can smell it. Oh, I can smell that smell there. Oh goodness. Can't believe I drank some of that earlier. Would you? Would you try to taste that? If you were out in the woods 1,000 years ago? Back before they told you not to? Back farther than that, 100,000 years ago. Would you? Of course you would. I would. Who wouldn't? It's water dripping out of that. Who would survive if you didn't and I did? I would. Who will survive now? I will. I am surviving amidst this sea of chaos and all the bad shit they say is happening. Will happen next. I'm surviving. I'm more than just surviving, really. I'm thriving. Feel great. Stayed up till 6 o'clock in the morning drinking bourbon. Damn. Hard life. Hard life, ain't it? Getting a couple hours sleep. Going to work. getting back out here to do it all again. And I may not drink bourbon forever, but that's what I feel like I need to do right now. And I don't know why. I typically don't drink. Haven't drank this much in years, but I feel it's important to drink now. It connects me to something, maybe another part of myself, maybe a younger part of myself when I drank a lot. When I had friends who drank. And we had a lot of good times together. We had a lot of good times outdoors, drinking beer, drinking whiskey, drinking bourbon whiskey. As a matter of fact, drinking moonshine whiskey at times. And that, son, is sometimes I'd rather drink that damn water that come out of that tree than moonshine for the way that it tastes. That damn water coming out of the tree tastes better than some of the shine I've drank. Oh my God. I don't want to call an emergency. That's one reason I like to keep my phone in my backpack, so I don't have to deal with it. There's a ChatGPT article that just came out from the unexplained files on Medium. Oh my God, I need to unsubscribe from that. They write more articles than a human could possibly write in a day on unexplained things. I wish they'd just leave the shit unexplained. If it's unexplainable, just shut the fuck up. Quit trying to explain it. Because like, look, when I was a kid, when I was younger, back before the internet took off, loved the unexplained, loved the mysteries, loved the unknown. But now that's all everybody's talking about with ChatGPT and just the popularization of the missing 411, all this garbage nonsense, I don't even want to know about it. I don't care about the unknown. Let it remain unknown. As grifters, man, people grifting off this shit. There ain't no UFOs gonna be revealed by the government. And the moment the moment the government tells me that the damn UFOs are real, I ain't gonna believe them. And I ain't gonna believe them out of principle. And I have written a book on that subject, and I'm in the process of editing it, and it will be published this year. But it's not about the unexplained. It's fiction, science fiction, historical fiction even. One of the reasons I waited to finish writing it and publish it is because in the book I have Trump winning the presidency again this year in 2024. I knew that he would, but I just wanted to
Freya's weapon of
make
choice
sure
was
before I finished writing this book that he did.
Small enough for throwing, but deadly enough to sever a limb if needed.
Today,
she favored precision over brute force,
and I'm writing about
often
it
ending battles with a
in
well-aimed
fiction
throw
and
before her
science
enemy
fiction
could close the distance.
and historical fiction.
But precision could not save her on the day her clan was ambushed by the Frost.
And in my version,
the rival clan had been waiting.
They
their
weren't
trap
so easy
perfectly
on Trump.
laid in the dense pines. Freya
Trump went
fought
to
like
jail.
a cornered wolf. There's a glow in the night you'll never see. Marks.
He won
Doesn't come from
presidency
the
anyway,
stars or the back of her head.
but he had to
So
pardon
first,
himself in order to get out of
massive,
jail, and that just
relentless,
upset everybody even
and
worse.
insatiable. This is where raw earth becomes the
outrage.
backbone
Can you
of our
imagine
ever-expanding
that
civilization.
I
Here,
can.
temperatures climb beyond comprehension.
And I can embrace it.
upwards of 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit.
I can love
Flames
it.
flicker with chemical colors, as if alive, devouring
'Cause I'm an
anything in their
artist.
path. Massive wheel loaders,
That's what artists
their
do.
tires shielded by chains to
They don't
withstand
allow
the relentless
these
heat,
events
ferry the lifeblood of industry,
that happen
raw ore, discarded machinery,
to
and
affect
yesterday's
them
trash
and their belief.
into the belly of the furnace. They return, hauling away slag and molten remnants, the unwanted byproducts of
And it's
progress.
not easy.
Slag.
Oh, it's not easy today. Everybody wants to drag you down into it, right in the middle of it. Everybody's trying to get you to chip in. But the artist can't do that.
Remains
He's got to
after the
remain
useful
true to
metals have been
himself,
drawn away, hisses and groans as
or
it
he'll
cools,
lose that view
a
that he's got.
discarded memory.
That view that allows him freedom to create, to write. And if he loses it, he's liable to get pulled into the fray, into the anger, into the resentment. And when you get pulled into that, well, you can still create, but you ain't gonna create what you would have created if you'd remained above it. If you'd remained a non-participant. That's what right conscious. He's a creator on YouTube. I think he's a professor of English. Teaches at university. And he's a writer, he's a poet. But he's a speaker, man. That sucker, he can talk. And I mean, he can talk fast. He can tell you, he talks like those people in college write. All those words, man, he puts them out just M60 style. Just boom, no dead airspace, nothing. Just one after another, and he's just one thing to another. Cormac McCarthy, I really like Cormac McCarthy. I really enjoyed that movie, No Country for Old Men. And I haven't read that book, but I did read Blood Meridian. And that is a hell of a book too. And he's a big inspiration to me. Big inspiration. Both Right Conscious and Cormac McCarthy. And David Lynch and Tom Waits. That's my inspirations. An author and punisher in music. In new age sub-vocalization music. Well, so 5:35 now. We've done over 2 miles and we're still not back. I think we're on the trail back to the parking lot. I'm not really thinking about the trail that much. I'm just talking, thinking, barely looking with my eyes, barely looking. That's weird how you can get to that state, that frame, and I don't even remember coming this way. I don't remember seeing that. You remember seeing that? I would have remembered that. I would have remembered that. Like, I came in on that up trail now, I'm pretty sure. And the parking lot is probably over there. Because I really think I would have remembered that. The way they cut that tree up. I hear the road right over there. So the road's right there. Let me just keep going this way and I'll see if I can get it. I didn't even look at the sign back here. That's not the smiley face tree we saw earlier. So I think I should have took that road that was blocked. I should have took the blocked path up there, because that's the path I would have took any other time. But this one, I think I know where this one will take me back up to that other road that I was on. And that tree there, he ain't got a whole lot of sway left in him there. He's done leaned over.
Of its once vital purpose.
So let's do that.
Here,
if we can hear the
human
road now, we
hands
know
are
we're
few.
close.
Artificial
I think I just
intelligence
made
now
a
commands the
miscalculation
furnaces,
here. I got carried
optimizing
away
every pore,
by my
every burn.
inspirations there.
It must, because demand has
Talking
never
about
been higher.
writing.
The world
Shouldn't have got carried away. Right conscious. Says something right there. Right from awareness, conscious. Man, there's a lot of people want to talk about consciousness, write about it. Big articles, big words, lots of them. Don't know nothing about it. Don't know nothing about what it means to be conscious. Thinks AI can be conscious. Thinks it might already be conscious.
Demands more. More power, more machines, more life. Cities burn electricity by the megawatt. Data centers, manufacturing plants, and electric grids push the limits of what can be produced. And the smelters answer. Even if you don't see it, the
Saw a
furnaces
Christian
light up the
article
night. They burn
the
for
other day where
progress, for
fellows
convenience,
arguing.
for comfort.
This
But
fellow
for
that
how
believed
long
in
can they endure?
panpsychism,
How long can we feed the
converted
flames
to
without being
Christianity.
consumed by them?
but it wasn't a particular brand or form of Christianity that the writer believed in, so he wasn't happy with the fella. Wrote a whole big long article condemning the guy because he's famous. His writer's probably trying to get some clout. He condemned somebody that was famous. That's the world we live in today, folks. That's the world we're in.
Heart of every flame, there's a question.
Writers ain't trying to write to write. They're trying to write to take.
How much are we willing to take from the
How
earth to fuel a
how
future
to-
that always demands
how
more?
to. What's the sign that says, it'll say right here, trailhead. Oh look, South Trailhead, right there. Yeah. the one time I follow the path that's blocked, you know, I allow the path to be blocked, I almost get lost. How about that?
The $500 billion
That's the thing.
Stargate project, a marvel
You
of
can't
modern
let the
engineering,
block pass,
promises
it's
to
dirty.
redefine our infrastructure
You
by
can't, but I
directly
did this
linking
time
AI
'cause I
data
was
centers to
tired.
power plants.
I was tired of walking. It's, how many miles is that? 2.3. So that's 4.6. So 4.8. It's about 5 miles, give or take. Probably a little bit more with all the walking we did earlier down at Riverside and then out here. 5 miles. This is
In the
what,
race for
fifth
digital
day,
supremacy,
sixth day?
the United States
Fifth
and
day
China
of
stand at the
that, yeah.
forefront. However, the U.S. plans to
Just
expand,
went out and
building
walked.
more data centers to fuel its AI ambitions. The $500 billion
woods.
Stargate project is set to
With the pack
revolutionize global infrastructure
don't need
by
except
directly
for the water.
connecting AI data centers to power plants, creating an unprecedented flow of energy
weight.
dedicated solely to fueling artificial intelligence. While proponents hail it as a monumental leap in technological progress, critics argue it redefines the relationship between
Don't know
power
why.
and people. But as we forge
Don't
ahead,
need to know.
the question remains:
You don't need
are we
to
building
know
a future
everything.
that serves humanity, or one that serves the insatiable hunger of machines?
No one don't
By
help us
prior-
a lot of times. No one fucks us up. It might be what's wrong with society. They know everything. Don't know how not to know. It's starting to cool off. I'm sweating, but I can feel the air cooling off, the sun going down. I thought about going into work today this morning. God, I'm glad I didn't. Drunk. I've been drinking all night. Don't want to do that. Just let it go, son. Let it go. We know you're a good worker. You don't need to be that good of a worker. Forgive yourself. Money will come. It's a big tree here. Oh my God. Oh, that's a big ass tree. Oh my God. How do I even get back over there to the truck? Right here, just walk through the parking lot. That's right. They've made a lot of work on that trail. They've done a good job. People have been over there cutting that. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. I just had to go see for myself the state of the trails because I was starting to get worried. I wasn't gonna have anywhere to go. Starting to get real worried after I drove around out here and saw how bad it was everywhere. It's pretty bad. But I appreciate all the effort and all the work that's went into cutting that. Goodness gracious. A lot of people don't understand what it takes. I do. I understand. It ain't easy. And you don't get a lot of appreciation out of it. Because people don't know. They're wrapped up in their own life.
Prioritizing AI systems over public access, the project calls into question the very concept of energy as a shared resource, raising concerns about inequality, energy
There's probably a lot of videos made out here.
sidelining of human needs in favor of an unrelenting digital demand. This
Probably
will be
a
the
lot
most
of
important
videos better
project
than
of this
mine.
era, said Altman, CEO of OpenAI. Here, human hands are few.
But I appreciate y'all watching.
Now commands
Thanks.
the furnaces,
Like, share, and
optimizing
subscribe.
every pour, every burn.
Yes, sir.
must,
Like,
because
share,
demand has
and
never been higher.
subscribe.
The world demands more.
14%.
More machines, more life. Operators are few, replaced by AI systems calculating efficiency down to the millisecond. The hum of servers blends with the distant roar of machinery. We've given the machines the reins, but what about the soul? Here, human hands are few. Artificial intelligence now commands the furnaces, optimizing every pour, every burn. It must, because demand has never been higher. Cities burn electricity by the megawatt.
Well, that was
Data
an
centers
interesting
burn
walk.
electricity by the terawatt. As of January 2025, the United States has 5,000.
I feel like we've seen that car, I don't know how many times.
Which is the most in the world.
I don't know if it's the same
This is
car or
more than
not.
10 times the number of data centers in China and most European countries. And the smelter's answer: the world demands more.
Maybe.
More power, more machines, more life. Cities burn electricity by the
5:48,
megawatt.
still
Data
daylight,
centers,
still bright enough to
manufacturing
take a
plants,
picture, I
and
guess.
electric grids push the limits of what can be produced. And the smelter's answer: even if you don't see it, the furnaces light up the night. They burn
So if
for
I kept
progress,
on
for
that
convenience,
trail
for
I was
comfort.
going on, I think
But
it
for
would
how
come up
long can
here.
they endure?
Then I'd
How
have to
long
walk
can we
the
feed
road
the
back.
flames without being consumed?
That
by
would have
them?
been
In the heart of
embarrassing.
every flame, there's a question. How much
But
are we willing
when I
to take from
passed
the
over
earth
that
to
log
fuel
had
a
been cut
future
like
that
that, I knew I
always
hadn't
demands
passed over
more?
that before.
If you've watched this far, thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Okay, we just need to cut her watch off now. And save it. 3.1 miles, so we'll say that was 3 because we drove a little way there, so we'll say 6 miles, probably about what we did today. Pretty good day. There's a sunset right there. Look at that sucker. Look how flat Georgia is. Goodness. Looking back toward Georgia. To the west, coming from South Carolina. Got a Mustang right on me. He probably lives out here. He probably knows this road. He can probably do 65 on it. I'm barely doing 50. He's right on the ground though. I ain't right on the ground. don't live out here. Ain't used to this road. Worried about the road. Look, what is that right there? Some mud. Fun. One of these roads off to the right there is how you get to that big rock trail. I wonder, I really kind of want to still go back to it. Maybe some other day. Tomorrow? I don't know. Just had to wait and see. Don't need to make no plans. Don't know where I'm going tomorrow. Don't know what I'm gonna do. There's the trail right there. That was it. It had the FATS sign on it. Like gravel drive. I was thinking it was way down there toward the other end of the road, but it wasn't. It was right there. Call mom on mobile.
I found multiple phone numbers for mom on cell. Please say the line number of the one you'd like.
2.
Calling mom on cell.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. I want to tell you, get your brown envelope and send me my last will and testament papers and my funeral papers and my car top.
What for?
I want to make some changes in it.
What are you
Just
talking
send
about?
it. I just want to make some changes in it. I ain't got nobody here to help me, so I need somebody here to help me. I'll have to look at it, but I'll have to have a lawyer help me with it.
What are you gonna change?
My POW, whatever it is. Change it from you, because you're never here. You haven't been here since I've been in this place.
Well, you made that decision, not me.
Well, I didn't have any other choice. I had to be taken care of. Tried it down there with you, but that didn't work. So you gather those papers up and put it in a brown envelope and send it to me.
Hell, I don't know where they are.
Well, they should be there at your house. I don't have them. What you do today is work.
Yeah.
I'm seeing around me that people can get mentally challenged here quickly. So I need some help.
To do what?
Well, just things come up, Kevin, day by day sometimes that I don't know what to do.
Like what?
Well, medical issues.
Don't even, you're just talking nonsense.
Huh?
I said you're just talking nonsense now.
Not really. There's things about my medicine.
Okay, alright. Alright, I'll talk to you more.
Alright, bye.
Meds to the deads. See eye to eye with anybody. Grateful that you don't see eye to eye with your parent. The only one that's left. Gratitude. How do we maintain it? We don't want to. Maintain it when people don't deserve it. Give it to them anyway. Gratitude, gratitude. Oh man, what a day. 6 o'clock. I was still awake this morning at 6 o'clock from last night. I'm gonna do something about some sleep tonight, I think. Can't stay up all night. Every night. It's not gonna be healthy. It's not gonna be sustainable. Quality of the work, quality is going to go down. Quality, got to maintain quality. Quality. Feel kind of not good, but I don't think it's that stuff I drink out there out of that tree. I think it's my mom talking to her. It makes me sick. Sick to my stomach. That's how diluted people can be. But it could be that stuff out of the tree too. I felt like this the other day when I come back from that first walk I come on. I started feeling sick when I got back to the house. Started feeling sick when I had to go back to it. Started feeling sick when I had to come back into this digital wasteland. Maybe that's how sensitive I've become to it now. It's like I feel like I want to throw up. I feel like I want to throw up right now. I haven't felt this bad all day. Oh my God. Well, we got them started this morning. It's not ideal, but it will work. Cold out this morning. Big frost on, 32 degrees.